Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So yes, we were looking pretty bearish over the weekend, over the past few days. Obviously this downside price action, whilst the stock market and other risk assets were having a decent run, but that has managed to turn itself around this morning, and we are up and we are testing back basically almost above this resistance area. So we find ourselves back up here after this downside price action. So can we hold here? Can we break above and hold above this resistance, get into this zone, trade towards this $33,000 level? That is basically the big question. If we want to go and look over stock markets, of which we have been, we were pretty much decoupled from, because this was a pretty aggressive move, and Bitcoin barely, well, to be honest, it actually probably went down over a lot of that period. I was going to say barely budged, but yeah, like I said, went down. And in all fairness, now it has barely budged, because we're basically back at these same levels, whilst obviously stocks are significantly higher. So stock market's making good progress here. The futures this morning, not the cash market. America's closed today anyway, Memorial Day, but the futures market is still up there. It's still up there. So there you go. There you have it. Not actually been slammed down or sold off or anything. So there we go. What else do we want to have a quick look at this market wise? Let's get the list up. The Ethereum Satoshi pairing still pretty much whacked all the way down here. It lost, obviously couldn't maintain this, couldn't get above this resistance, so came down to the support, holding the support currently, obviously looking like somewhat of a bear flag. So yeah, could this have another leg down? Could we really put the squeeze on those over enthusiastic Ethereum merge bulls and take another leg down? Or is this going to be the massive basically massive buying opportunity? The Ethereum USD pairing, just similarly, couldn't get back above the resistance. It came and tested support and back above the support. Bitcoin dominance above a resistance level here. So will this maintain this resistance, or will it come down? We shall have to see. If we do have a decent run in risk assets, you kind of expect this to come down. But who knows? Who knows? We obviously have month-end rebalancing, and obviously with stocks being down so far, all the 60-40s, the traditional sort of investment strategies have to then rebalance from bonds to stocks, because stocks are so far down. DXY has obviously been a tailwind for risk assets, although like I keep saying, Bitcoin has decoupled, not in the way that we wanted it to decouple. But yeah, dollar still coming down. Looks like it is going to head for this support and then probably bounce, and then it's a case of, does it then resume the uptrend, or do we break down from here and test some even more significant lows? Obviously this 99.5 first, then 97, and then just assess the situation. 10 years got 2.7 handle, is testing its support area, as you can see here. Is this gonna pull down here? I mean, the market is getting pretty set on the fact we're going to get another 2 rate hikes, and then in September that's going to be it done. We shall see. I mean, they may not even make those rate hikes. They may have to do more in September depending on inflation, but yeah, inflation obviously is the main driver. That headline statistic is basically the main thing the Fed is looking at, and they are just looking to jawbone the stock market down, they did jawbone obviously the yields up. So now yeah, I mean, I don't know about the soft landing and no recession, but if they can orchestrate an orderly sell-off in stocks, which for the most part they are orchestrating an orderly sell-off in stock markets. There's nothing disorderly about this. This is not bad for a downwards move. Then that is probably the best case scenario they can look at. They can look for, and then obviously the negative wealth effect have that impact. I mean, downward impact on inflation. Obviously housing is potentially going to be a bit of a problem going forwards, a bit of a problem, and then obviously that will mean they'll have to do more easing in, buy more mortgages, and then yeah, we can start the whole bubble blowing up. It's Fed balance sheet expansion game again. So yeah, that'll be fun when that happens. So let's have a look at stochastics. 4 hour pretty elevated here. 8 hour when it loads, 8 hour moving up and looking good here, got lots of room to run. 8 hour looking good, 10 hour looking great, 12 hour looking good here as well. Daily actually turning back up as well, which was good. It was looking bad and now it's turned back up, so looking good. 2 day also still coming up, and 3 day still pointing up. Now let's have a look at these 5 days in weeklies. How are they looking? 5 day looking like it is on the precipice of moving up. So if the 5 day moves up and obviously price action is moving up nicely, we could get a very significant rally. All I will say is that all I've learned, one of the main takeaways I have from crypto, from trading crypto, from looking at crypto price action, is that you just gotta expect the unexpected. It goes further in both directions than you ever expect it to do, and usually quicker than you expect it to do as well. So could we just get a significant rally here, maybe into this zone above the 39 to in basically between 39 and 46, 7,000? I mean, we could very quickly get a bounce into this area, based on obviously a nice stochastic 5 day read and move to the upside. And then the weekly still pointing down, but if the 5 day does get us going, it will bottom out and turn back up, and then yeah, bi-weekly looking to turn up from a low level also, and then monthly still pointing down. So we really could start to look like a very significant bounce here. And then who knows if the Fed is taking its foot off the its rate hike accelerated schedule. Who knows if we do then price in moves to the upside. When you get recessions, often stock markets can actually even bottom at the start or before recessions, and then they start to grind up after that. Yeah, let's see. It could be interesting, but yeah, interesting week. All I will say is these are nicer market conditions for the AOP token to drop. It's better dropping into a green market, so that is coming. I would guess probably tomorrow, but we shall see. Maybe it's today, but probably tomorrow. So yeah, obviously excitement in the chat about that for everybody that got involved in that. So yeah, that is pretty much it, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.